Morning, everybody. It is September 11th. It is Friday, question mark? Yeah, it's Friday. And we are in the annex with Tilbury. Tilbury. Um, she is our newest mom cat, you may have already met. And she is pregnant with the x-ray shows 5 kittens, maybe 6. And because they show up on the x-ray, we know that she's within a couple weeks of delivering at the most. Could be sooner. Anyway, this morning, she decided to run out the door. As soon as I opened the door, she ran out. And I had a good feeling about things, so I followed her around instead of grabbing her and putting her back in the room right away. And she met all of the faculty except Custard, who was in his room. She met everybody else up close and personal and was fine with them. Um, so that was really cool. I can't remember the last time that we had a mom cat that was fine with all the faculty right off the bat. And I can't remember the last time that we had a mom cat that got to even meet the faculty before they delivered their kittens. And she went downstairs and she hung out with everybody in the entryway for a while at the bottom of the stairs. And it seemed like she really enjoyed herself. In fact, I only put her back because Bebop and her kittens are out in the living room, and I didn't want Maggie to jump over the fence and start an incident while Tilbury here was out, because then there'd be a bunch of hissing and noise, and I didn't want her to have that bad experience on her first time out. So I brought her back in here. Speaking of which, Bebop is still out, and Maggie still has the potential to jump over that fence and cause an incident, so we should probably get moving sooner rather than later to get down there and keep an eye on things. But I wanted you to know that Tilbury's doing great and is the first mom cat in a long time to meet the faculty before delivering and gets along fantastically. Also, I did put up a little barrier here to keep Maggie from yelling at her every morning at 4 in the morning. Just a little thing on the bottom so that she can still see shadows and stuff through it. It lets light through. I know it's not clear looking at it right now. It's not clear. It is kind of clear. It's translucent, so she can see when Maggie's there, but they can't see each other. And it seems like it works because last night there was no incident with Maggie, so that was good. But she got to meet Maggie for a long time, right up close while she was out, and they didn't have any trouble with each other. Although I did sort of hold Maggie back a little bit. Maggie kept wanting to get right up in her face, and it only happened once for a second. Most of the time, I was keeping Maggie at a respectful distance of about a foot, not even that far away, and it was fine. So that's great news. Really happy about that. As far as her pregnancy and delivery goes, I don't think that she's going to deliver today or tomorrow or in the next couple of days, but she could. Who knows? She's due, basically any time now. Finally, I should mention just in passing, I guess, at this point, that she might be a little older than we thought, and I'm having Danbury follow up on that. But if I'm looking here, I don't know if I can show you her teeth. She's very patient. Oh, the color correction on this camera is going to mess it up for me. But you see those back teeth? Uh, I don't think you can tell with the camera. But they're a lot dirtier, much dirtier than I would expect from a 1-year-old cat, which is what it said on her papers, that she's 1 year old. I don't believe that for a second. Based on just the teeth, I wouldn't believe it. But there's other reasons I don't believe it too. I think looking at her belly, that it seems like she's had at least one litter before, maybe multiple litters before. So based on that, I don't think she could possibly be a year old. I think a cat can technically have 2 litters by the time they're about 1 year old, but they would really have to work at it. And I don't believe that that's what's going on here for her. So, um, like I said, I asked the Danbury to see if they could find out whether that 1 year was just a bad guess or whether somebody actually knows how old she is for real. My suspicion though is that it was just a guess, and whoever guessed it didn't make the best guess. I think she's a bit older than that. Um, in addition to the fact that her belly kind of shows that she's probably been pregnant before, and her teeth show that she's probably over a year old. There is one other thing, which I hesitate to mention at all because I don't want anybody to get in a panic about it. There's nothing to panic about. But we did do blood work for her, and this gives me a good chance to mention that, we, excuse me, thanks to all of you guys, we get to take better vet care of the cats that come to the academy than I think a lot of fosters or a lot of shelters are able to do, or willing, maybe in some cases even. But we did the initial blood work on her because I always try to do it for mom cats the first time that we bring them in just to get it out of the way. And that blood work showed high BNP, which I would tell you what BNP stands for, but I can't remember. It's some long medical thing, but it basically is proteins that indicate if those proteins are plentiful in the blood, it might be an early sign of some heart disease, a little bit of heart disease. So she might have a little bit of that going on. But it's nothing, that's just, in my opinion, that's probably just another way of saying she's older than we think, maybe. I've checked her, I've listened to her heartbeat, and I've watched her breathing and stuff, and there's no reason to think that she's got any imminent heart problem, like something that's going to impact her pregnancy, for instance. I talked to the vet about that. The vet basically says there's no reason to think that it would have any effect on her pregnancy. And unfortunately, though, the most reassurance that I could get was if it was something that was so serious it was going to have an impact on her pregnancy, we would probably know, but there would also not be anything we could do about it. So it is what it is. That said, I am going to schedule her for the next test that would be recommended for that, which is an cardiac ultrasound. The trick is, I don't want to schedule it now when she's expecting, especially if it's not going to give us any sort of anything with her delivery. It's not going to help us in any way with her delivery. So I want to wait until after she's done and after she's recovered, and then we'll get her that ultrasound. We'll see what's up. So I think that's the plan right now, anyway. If I felt like something that the ultrasound would show could make a difference in how we manage the pregnancy, then I would. But it according to the vet, it won't make any difference there. So there you go. Anyway, again, that number is it's just like an indicator. It's not even it's not even for sure that she has heart disease, although the number was pretty high. So it seems likely that there's a little something going on, but not anything epic. Anyway, that's it. Okay, I covered that. Like I said, it's nothing to be too worried about, but I just thought I'd mention it, and it gives me a chance to say thank you to all of you for the support that lets us give that level of care to these cats, because I don't think that's a normal thing for a foster to be able to check on. Yet we, of course, will, because we just want to do the best that we possibly can, and thanks to all of you for helping out with that. So here we are with Maybe in the office. And Maybe is wearing the secret agent suit because her sutures were getting just a little red and irritated, and I think she's been grooming her sutures more often than she should. So she's got that on. She gets around just fine with it, although she has been just a little more sedentary now that she's got the suit on, which is to be expected. And probably good for her. Now she's not going to be jumping up and down and running around quite so much, and that might also help her sutures heal up, which I'm hoping will happen because she's going home to her adopters on the 16th, which I think is Wednesday. So that's pretty exciting for her. I'm going to miss her, though, and she's just the most wonderful, snuggly lap cat to pet in the whole world. I love her fur. It's a shame that she's wearing her suit because I can't pet her wonderful fur. It's so short and velvety. I don't know how much she likes the sofa because until she sat on it a couple times before she got the suit on. But then most of the time she spends in the tree. And then when I put the suit back on, she's like, I don't feel like climbing the tree, so I'm just going to go back to my sofa, this is where she's been all day. But I did mention to DJ a couple weeks ago, I said, maybe we should send that sofa with her since nobody here uses it anymore and she does. Um, and DJ went out and bought another giant, huge sofa she says to put in here. I think it might be too big to put in here, actually. Um, but we'll see. We'll see about all that. I might send the sofa with her adopters. If she's going to keep using it, especially, I would, because like I said, nobody here really uses it. Anyway, Maybe is a total sweetie, and I'm going to spend a whole bunch of time with her this today and this weekend because I'm still working on building that PC. I just haven't had enough time to sit down and get it done. Which is, again, building a PC, neither here nor there, except that the old PC gets to become our backup for the Kitten Academy, which is nice. It always has been, but it's been used for other things too, and now it'll be dedicated to that purpose. And that'll be helpful. Smoky. Now we can get downstairs and I can stop worrying about whether Maggie might decide to go over that fence or not. I'm going to go around the long way so I can see where Maggie is at. Oh, she's right where I left her. She was under the chair, in the sunroom. Hi, Maggie. Now you're going to come out? You don't have to come out. Go back to your nap. You were doing fine down there. Here's Ari. Hi, Ari. Ari got to meet Tilbury this morning, too. It was like looking in a funhouse mirror, wasn't it, buddy? And there's Loganberry over there. Everybody hanging out in the sunroom this morning. Guess it's a nice place to be. Maggie just wants all the attention. And we've got all the kittens out in the cat run, which you can see from here. But let's go around and get a better view. That's Bebop there on the bottom in the back. I think that's Vinyl up there on the shelf. Let's go take a look. Oh, you can see the tree we took out and all the mess from it that I was just leaving out to get washed by nature. I think it's been washed a few times now. Had a couple rainy days, so should probably put that together and get it off the porch now. All right, here we go, coming right around. Hi. Oh, what are you standing up for? So you know that 4 of the kittens went yesterday for their spays and neuter for Artie, and that went great, actually. This is Retro. She was one of the ones that got spayed yesterday, and she's been feeling just like her normal self ever since. And this is Vinny, who is not gone yet. He'll go on Monday the 14th. That's the plan. Here comes Bessie. Hi, Bessie. You heard me talking in here and decided to come inside? That's nice. Good to see you. Here's Ira, who is one of the ones that went to the vet yesterday and got her spay. She's also doing fine with it. They're all doing great. They spent last night in the master bedroom with me, just so I could keep an eye on them and make sure that they were all doing well, and they are. Although you might notice that Ira, Indy, and Retro are a little bit calmer today than they normally would be. You might, or you might not. Maybe they're just going to be crazy like always. Hope they don't get too crazy, though, or bother their stitches, because if they do, they're going to have to wear little tiny secret agent suits. Like maybe. Bessie's just got food on her nose. Nothing happened to it. Just got some dried food there. Yes, I see that. You're saving that food on your nose for later, aren't you? Little fuzz bunny. Yes, you're too fuzzy. Oh, who are you hissing at? What is all that noise? Bessie, what's all that noise about? Oh, run away. Okay. Here's little Ira, and there's Artie. Hi, Artie. Artie got his surgery yesterday, too, and he's doing just fine, of course. There we go. Artie, you're so skinny. The vet even said you're so skinny. You got to eat some more, buddy. Oh, now who's hissing? Hi, Indy. Hi, Indy. Ira's always trying to groom my fingers. That was Bessie going back outside. We should go over there by the door so we can look outside. Let's do that. Let's do that, Ira. You're such a sweetheart. You're such a sweetie, Ira. Oh my gosh, too sweet. Oh, did I just poke you in the eye? I'm sorry. Retro. Retroroni. Oh, look at that blep. Did I interrupt you in the middle of cleaning? They did all get to play with Custard a little bit last night. He was good to them. He didn't try to wrestle too much, which was nice. Okay. Let's go over by the door. I'm going over by the door in Ira. Oh. We were just talking on the chat about putting a camera over here on the cat run, but that's not going to happen anytime soon. Aw. You know, that's Bebop and Bessie, and they're getting adopted together. And every time I see them, they're being wonderful to each other. It's great to know that they're going to get to stay together. Hi, Bebop. Hi, sweetie pie. How are you feeling? You get to go. I know you've been waiting a long time for that, haven't you? She's going to groom me too, just like Ira does. In or out? You can't just sit in the doorway, Ira. Oh, what's with all the hissing? Hi, Vinyl. Everybody wanted to see you. Here you are. What is with all the hissing? Bessie's got herself in a little snit this morning. Bessie Boo, what's with all the hissing today? Like Vinny's just like, I'll show you. Half-hearted swipe. All right, that's enough, kids. Oh, Vinny. Vinny, let's set you off, buddy. Come on. You think everybody smells weird? You just wait. You're going to get your turn on Monday, bud. Oh, more of it. Vinny. Hey, hey. They are checking out Ira. They usually smell a little funny after they come back to the vet. And it can even be for a couple days. Oh, that must be the reflection from my watch they're looking at now. You think you can catch it, bud? Where'd it go? Is it up the tree? Better check. It's not up the tree, by the way. I moved the watch out of the sun. Vinny, such an angry boy this morning. You wait, it'll be your turn to smell funny on Monday. Vinyl, what happened? Did you see a reflection? And that's nails on chalkboard. That's giving me a little bit of a... I hope the microphone doesn't pick that up too well. Ooh. Wow. Vinyl. Oh, what just happened? The air conditioning just kicked on, and it's that vent right under them. Now, Bee-Boo. Bee-Boo. Hey, I see you making a funny noise there. Is that Ira you're talking to? And he's going to build himself a house like a beaver does. He's going to chop down this tree. You give up already? Maybe you'll have to build your house out of hay then. All right, well, it's about time for these kids to take a break and go back in their room for a while, and for me to get on with all the other stuff I've got to take care of around the academy today. But let me say one more time, thank you guys so much for joining the kittens this morning, and me too, for letting me be here and talk at you for a while. Also, just go over the news one more time. There's not any news that you guys don't already know. The kittens came back from the vet yesterday. They were fine. And we're still waiting on Tilbury to deliver kittens. And Tilbury got to meet all of the faculty, and she was fine. And my watch is in the sun again. I've got to turn around if I'm gonna. There we go. Oh, hey, Vinny, that is no way to treat your sister. He's just having a bad day. All right, he'll settle down. No worries. I like the way Bee-Boo came right over to break it up. She doesn't know who to side with in the fight because Indy still smells a little funny, doesn't she? You'll be okay, though. Vinny, you can go over there and play, but don't start any fight. We don't need your bad attitude this morning, pal. Oh no. I accidentally jumped on. So yeah, the other thing I wanted to repeat before we end the stream is thank you so much to all of you that do help support us. All of you are supporting us actually, whether you know it or not. If you are watching this, then you are adding to our numbers on YouTube, and YouTube is very clear about the fact that the more people watch us, the more they recommend that people watch us. So you are all helping, and we greatly appreciate it. But I want to take a second and call out the folks that have contributed financially too. And the reason I do is because it lets us really go the extra mile as far as vet care for these little foster kittens. Because I know we make a lot of vet choices that a lot of fosters and shelters aren't able to. And it's a wonderful, wonderful privilege, and we owe that to you. And I know the kittens greatly appreciate it, or they would if they could understand all of that. They would just be very, very thankful to all of you. So we certainly are. Thank you for that. And that's it. If you want to keep watching these kittens, all you have to do is look for the Kitten Academy live stream right here on YouTube, 24 hours a day. Oh, hey, Benny, do I have to separate you, pal? Come on now. Come on, I know. Look, you're going to smell that bad on Monday. You have no idea, do you? You're going to smell exactly that bad come Monday. Oh, get in that last swipe, buddy. Artie, it's okay. He doesn't mean it. He has no idea. Anyway, thank you all so much. Greatly appreciated all of it. And yeah, that's it. We will see all of you later. Don't forget, tomorrow's Saturday. That means there's not usually a close-up, but there is mailbag at 10 o'clock. By the way, I've uploaded some or all of the missing mailbags, but I haven't published them yet. It just takes me a few minutes at this point to do that. I'll probably publish at least the first three just as soon as I'm done here, and I might publish the rest if they got uploaded successfully just shortly thereafter, or sometime today or whatever. Anyway, they're there, they're coming. I didn't forget. All right, that's it. For real. Thanks, everybody.